everybody. It has been so long. Let me make sure my sound's on. It's been a hot minute. I know. So, Source asked me to come on here. How is everybody? It has been months, all right? So, I kept saying in the readings that there was a timeline of people who would be receiving a lot of blessings, and it was just going to keep coming like that. It was me too. It was me and the timeline for all the people that were on this timeline, obviously. So I've been receiving there. I've been receiving like one great thing after another. And it's interesting, people, because we've been talking about this for years and now it's here. So what's been going on with me? There are some people out there that want to know what's been going on with me that have been trying to talk to me in the 5D quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and give you my 3D answer. You want to know what's going on? Here's what's going on, my people. I had multiple job offers. Multiple job offers. I took one and I was there for a couple months and then they just kept rolling in. And then this other one presented itself and Jerry Hicks said, "Hey, Crystal, I'm giving you this job. This is your next opportunity. Seize it." So I did. I took this opportunity. Guess when my start date was? November 18th, the day he died. The day his birth date last year, I got a $15,000 check. He has been so vitally important and intricate in my life and helping my mom, who's also in 5D non-physical now. They're like two peas in a pod when it comes to being friends. They absolutely, they're amazing and they've been showing up for me for years. But Jerry helped my mom, all in cahoots to find this job. And I love it so much. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm somebody that's worked since fifth grade. In fifth grade, I had my first job. I was doing door store every week. Loved it. And I've had a job ever since. It was not until my spiritual awakening that I went without a job. And that was because I was supposed to during the period of time when I needed to heal, when I needed to break away from people, and not having a job made other people go away from me that needed to go away that I didn't want to let go of. So that made it easy for me. Now that I'm back in a good place, there are people who totally pushed me aside that are now trying to come back into my good graces. And I can see how everything is coming together now. I love my life. And here's the best part. I was at home, been waiting for something to come through. I had very just profound visions, and I'm a prophetess. I can see things prophetically for years and years and years to come. And I did that with myself, and I didn't know that's what I was doing until like a lot of stuff started manifesting this year. So the reason I haven't been on the channel is because I've been so busy. Since I've been gone, I've had 2 jobs and I had to take the next one. It was like exponentially, the money was just so much more. I couldn't turn it down. And I'm glad I did, because not only did I get more money, I got a job that I love, guys. I'm telling you, I could see myself growing old here and retiring from here. There are so many ways to grow within this company. The niche that I'm in, I've never been in before. The type of work I'm doing, I've done before. But the niche I'm in, like the actual work for the company, is totally different. I find it fascinating, and it's reignited my passion for learning new things. So not only am I getting out of the house, which I didn't, that's another thing to talk about. Getting out of the house helped me see just how awful the energy is in the current environment that I'm in. Just getting out of the house every day, I don't even want to come home from work. When you want to stay at work all day long, now granted, if you're doing something you love, it's a passion, obviously you're going to want to do there. But if you're somebody, you just need a job and you're going to work just because you need the job to make ends meet, and you would rather stay there than go home, that'll tell you I knew the energy was difficult in the house. I thought I was managing it well, but apparently it was like Source needed me to see, hey, Crystal. And I love going to work every day. I missed that so much. I did not realize how much I missed it, people. I didn't. So that happened. And then I got a new car. I got a new vehicle. She's my baby. She's my ace boon. I love her. Yes, I do. Her name's Ace. She's gorgeous. We have lots of fun together, and it's just everything's coming together, and I feel great, guys. And I've been milking it, and not only those are two things that's happened. Then there was also a big move within the house where I had to like paint all the rooms in the house, reorganize and restructure the rooms with different people in the rooms, and then now this is the interesting part. I am able to physically, like visibly see in 3D the cycle that I'm starting and the cycle that I'm leaving at the same time. It's almost like bifocals for me. And it's kind of like, it is a vision. It's just the way that I see. I was outside, hold on. Got my, you like my Christmas pants? Got my Christmas pants on. Sorry, getting straightened out there. I was outside and shoveling the driveway. It's snowing here. I'm living in a snow globe this weekend. Anyway, I am going to pull some cards. I'll put something here to skip if you don't want to hear this, but they wanted me to get this out. So, what the hell was I saying? Shit. Hold on. Oh, closing out cycles. So here's what's going on. I can see where I'm ending out cycles, like physically with my eyes, but I'm feeling it in 5D, closing out the cycle. Like I'm understanding. It's almost like, let's just say my right eye is 3D vision, my left eye is 5D vision. I am literally living in the 3D, watching my decisions come down from the 5D, and they're being married. Don't do. Apologize for that motion. That was so not what. Anyway, yeah. So it's interesting. And here's the thing, people. As I'm going towards a new thing, so when I wake up and I go to this job, I am peaceful on my way to work. The ride is peaceful all day. I'm loving what I'm doing. The day passes quickly. And then when I leave, the ride home is peaceful. And then when I get home, I notice and it's not my kids. I know there are stressors with children. I'm not saying there aren't, but it's other energies. So I'm also moving. Here's the thing. I'm not going somewhere that I like want to go permanently. I am currently in an environment that I just can't take it anymore. I cannot take it. So I've already made plans and I'm leaving. Source wants me to stay where I'm at until Christmas. And I told them that's the cutoff date. I don't know why they want me to stay until Christmas Day, but they do. So as of December 26th, I'm leaving this environment too. I'm moving somewhere else temporarily until another place that is mine becomes available. Because the company I work for now, they own condo associations, homeowners associations, apartments, high rise, like luxury apartments downtown. They own so many properties, and I'll be able to get a nice discount and live in one of those. And that's what I'm going to. There aren't any available right now, but as soon as they are, and they told me within the next few months, I'll be able to slip into one of those. So I'll have my own place that's just my energy, my kids' energy. There's nobody else involved. And I'm excited. I don't know why they wanted me to stay where I am until December 25th. But I am. But as of December 26th, I'm out of here. And guess what else I'm doing? Since everything is happening, guys, and it's all completely new, I'm changing everything. When I leave this, I've already forwarded my mail to the new address. And starting today, I started forwarding my mail to the new address. And what? They want me to say this? Work is essential for me to survive right now. It's not what I'm going to end up doing, but it is the next logical step to get me out of where I'm at right now. I'm feeling better about myself. I can see why I needed this move. Even though this isn't the end result, this was a move that was necessary for me to feel my power again. It was a move that was necessary for me to feel my strength, my confidence, feel in control, to take ownership over my stuff and to separate the enmeshment that has happened over the years with some family that I've been living with. So it's time to separate all of that. And I will tell you, walking down and seeing like 3D here, 5D here, it's more like this. I see it this way, 5D, 3D, but I'm for the visual, I'm just telling you, like, look at it like this is a tunnel and this is a tunnel. I'm literally walking in 3D, but I'm seeing the 5D version of that play out. That's my vision. That's how I see things. I don't know. It's a vision. It's just a gift. Um, I know this isn't where I'm going to be ending up, but it is amazing to be where I am. So don't discount or discredit any moves that Source is asking you to make right now, even if it's not the end result move, because it may be a vitally important step to get you to the next place, which for me it is. It helped me see the energy and the environment I was in. So it's cleared up my energy for at least 8 to 10 hours a day that I didn't have before. It's helped with financial burdens. It's given me more freedom. I've got a beautiful new vehicle. I'm getting my own place. Getting my own place. My father is he's very sick, but now that he's doing better, he's still kind of playing the victim card. And he's getting upset that I'm not giving him as much attention because I'm working outside of the house and it's getting very volatile in the house. So we're leaving. So I will tell you from experience right now, when I go towards the new, I am physically feeling and living peaceful energy. When I am having to deal with ending this cycle that I'm ending over here, I can feel where the stress is coming from. So it's like I'm living in two timelines at once. And as I'm moving towards a new, I can feel peace and I can feel things raising. But as I'm closing this cycle out, it's been stressful and painful, and not realizing it was the stress and the pain that I was living a lot, not realizing this is what I was living in because I hadn't been out of this environment in so long because I was going through my awakening and I was at home. But now that it's time for me to get out there again, it's been much better. I I want to do a live. I'm just making this video because there's someone in particular that's been asking, trying to get my attention. Source has been nagging at me to make this video for a while. So here you go. That's what I've been up. Oh man, I just spilled my water everywhere. Since I am moving and it's Christmas time, I haven't been able to do any zodiac signs. I am going to be popping on here doing some lives. I wanted to do one today, but right now I am feeling such a strong impulse to get over there and build my new standing easel and paint. And I cannot wait to use these little beautiful things. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I am going to do a live. It's probably going to be tomorrow. Just so you know. There's that information. And then now I'll just jump into the reading. Okay, if you want a reading. Let's just get into it. 1325. That's my brother's date of death. What's up, my brother? Joshua. Oh, 1328. February 8th is his birthday. Okay. Source. 335. Okay. I just saw an angel orb right here. Did you see that? This is going to be work related. Well, maybe this is why they wanted me to share this story, because this message just came through and they had me lay these up here. Somebody here is fighting some type of new work because you think that it's going against what Source has been telling you you're going to be doing. But it's actually a vitally important step. And it's interesting, they just had me share all of that with you, and now this message is coming out because they're saying, and that's an important step for you on your spiritual journey, because there's something you are going to learn in whatever they're leading you towards temporarily that is going, it's like almost like there's a relationship or somebody there that you need to meet in order to get to the next step in your spiritual journey, where the end result of what you've been shown you're going to be doing. I also just heard there's a need to understand financials because you are someone who is going to be an entrepreneur building things and selling things on your own. It's like almost like you are the product, but to start, but you being the product, you also end up developing products that you sell. And there's something about you seeing the cash flow for someone here, for you seeing the cash flow of how the money funnels in, how it hits a bank account, how it hits the software. That it's like the check is going to hit the bank account. I'm giving you a little accounts receivable lesson, right? Okay. The money, let's just say somebody does an online bill pay. Let's say they pay online credit card. They're going to go online. They're going to pay that bill with a credit card. It's got to show up in the bank, but it's also got to show up in the software program for the company. And, it's like you were somebody who's going to need to know the flow through, like the flow chart of how money funnels through companies, because you're going to need that information and knowledge for yourself. So there's someone watching this that needs to know you're being led to do something, even if it's completely new. And I do feel like it is. It's necessary because there's information that's going to help you run your company successfully. So it's important for you to know that. And there's something about it's like they've already got this set up for you. They already know the company, they already know the position, they already know the desk you're going to be sitting in, or the area that you're going to be talking to people in, whatever it is. There's just something about it's important for you to have this piece, and it's also going to help you restructure and be stricter with your own finances and figure things out for yourself. Someone needed to hear that. Okay, so let me see here. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow, but honestly, I have got such a strong impulse to go paint that I have to go do it right now, and then I'm going to finish wrapping up the rest of my Christmas presents and do some more packing, because for those of you out there that I talk to from my channel that have my phone number, when I get my new phone number, I will give it to you, you know. But I am going to be changing my phone number. My address will be changing as of December. I'm already going to be sending my mail there, but as of December 26th, I will no longer be in this environment. I'll be somewhere else. Okay. You are getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. They want me to point out for you that it has taken longer, but there's something about you needing to understand why. It's not because you haven't deserved it sooner. It is because you have had to learn how to work and navigate your emotional. It's like you had to learn how to completely rework your emotions. Like how it's not about the actual work you're doing. It is about when I step into a new situation and I am the one that's a leader and people are looking to me, can I handle that pressure? When I'm stepping into a new environment and I have to learn something new and I'm around a bunch of people who could be judgmental, can I handle that pressure? How do I navigate it? This entire journey has been cooking up all kinds of experiences for you to walk through fire, refine yourself, and reignite yourself from a new emotional set point, so that when you do start implementing all of these new things, emotionally you are very strong and you're not going to kill yourself or shoot yourself in the foot and lose something that you absolutely deserve because you couldn't handle it emotionally. Like you weren't emotionally strong enough to deal with everything that this new cycle was going to bring your way. It's almost like you had to get hit in so many different ways to learn how to come out of things stronger. So everything you've been through has been purposeful and has taught you strength. It has taught you how to bring yourself up out of the ashes. It has taught you trust. It has taught you like to look to new ways to get things done, to see things from a different perspective. That's what all of these experiences have been doing for you. They have been preparing you for this new cycle that you're about to enter. So the climb was slow because the emotions shifting for you were slow, because you had to go through certain experiences to create the emotional atmosphere, to go through the experience, learn new things, find clarity, and then put you on a different path. Because sometimes people can tell you to do something over and over and over again until they're blue in the face, but if you don't have something physically happen in your environment to kind of push you to make that change, then you don't make the change. We just end up getting real comfortable. Now, once you're used to being somebody who's like, you hear something and you just go after it, then this whole way of communicating with source will go away. But it's like that's what you had to do for a while. You had to do that for a while, guys. Now you have navigate through the boundless ocean of possibilities where horizons whisper of untold opportunities and plentiful paths. That's what I was just saying. They do not want you denying any type of opportunity right now, because it's almost like source is helping you trick the universe into getting what you want. And it's coming about in a way that is completely going to throw you off in a good way. That I have to say that. It's going to throw you off in a good way, because I feel like there's a huge surprise around the corner. 33 on the clock as I said that. That's going to help you feel reinvigorated for your spiritual journey. There's something about like you need to feel alive again when it comes to your passions, when it comes to spirituality. I feel like that's kind of went to the wayside a bit. Not on purpose. Maybe you're just somebody who's just had to work through some emotions and you needed some time. Big deal. We all do that. They just told me to tell you to sit down and figure out what you want and just write it down. Write it down and put it in your pocket. And when you figure out what you want, like when you're writing this down, this doesn't mean sit there and write it down and then follow it up, but it never happens, or talk about something else that shoots it in the foot. Write down what you want, and they want you to put it in your back pocket. I don't know why, but they're being really specific about that. Like right now, you're in this portal of manifestation where you can quickly manifest something for the group I'm talking to. And right now you sitting down and visually focusing on what steps you want to see to come into your physical experience, like what things you want in your physical experience in the next 3 months, next month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. They want you to sit and write those things down, because you're in a place now where your energy's kind of feeling pretty magical, where you absolutely can get it in the time frame that you're asking for. That's what I feel. There's been a very big shift in your energy. It was just 23:23 on the clock. 3:25 just showed up again. Josh. Which is 5:5, which is change and freedom. It was just 23:32. That's 5:5 again. So there's a lot of things happening, and it feels like you're about to go through a whole series of events. It's like this. It's like look at it like this tunnel here. In this tunnel, there are like a whole swirling thing of events happening, all right? And your life is going to be in this tunnel, and you're going to be walking, and it's going to be like you're going to feel like you're going to go on an up, 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 up. And you're going to go like this, and then down a little bit, and then up, 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 up. And they want you to know you're going to go through a whole new set of experiences that you have never, ever, ever experienced before. And the reason you had to go through so many things that triggered you emotionally and that made you feel like, damn it, I'm stuck. When is something going to shift? When is something going to break? It's like you had to get to that point where you were just like hungry, insatiable for this new beginning, for this new thing that you need to do. So all of these opportunities are going to start presenting themselves. And I feel like they're telling me 4 or 5 have already presented themselves, but you didn't pick up on it. That's okay. They're not going to stop giving them to you. They're going to keep coming back for it until you get it. But you hearing this message is going to help you realize that's what you need to do, okay? Seize the opportunity. Look, okay, winds of fortune. They told me to split the deck. Allow the winds of I can't read this. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. That's what you're learning right now. At the same time that you're getting the breadcrumb and taking you along your path where you need to go, you're also growing and gaining emotional experience that you're going to need to set you up for success when something comes in. You need that. It's absolutely necessary. Here goes a notification. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.